Hey, welcome to Corey's Kitchen. I'm stealing it from Neil. So I wanted to come in today. It's like 30 some degrees and windy and chilly, and you step outside and you just think it's really feeling like fall and soup kind of day. And today I'm making one of our favorite recipes, and we like anything that's got those Mexican spices in it. So I am making green chili enchilada, chicken enchilada soup. And I had just finished cooking the chicken in my Instapot. So my chicken was ready. And I don't know if you guys know the pro tip about shredding chicken, but the KitchenAid blender shreds up your chicken like in minutes. So I had already cooked the chicken. There is a couple cups of chicken broth in here that I cooked the chicken with. And now I'm gonna add the rest of my ingredients. And this is how come I love our recipes. They're very simple and easy to put together. So I have all my ingredients laid out just to make things easier for me and not to forget something. But simple, I'm gonna add 1 cup of green chilies to this pot. So I'm gonna keep everything in the Instapot today, and I'm gonna cook it on the slow cooker mode now that the chicken is cooked and shredded and ready to go. So I added 1 cup of green chilies in here. And the next thing I'm gonna add is the rest of the chicken broth. So there's a couple in here, so I'm just gonna finish up. And it was exactly gonna be the right amount. So I'm adding 4 more cups because there were already 2 in here. And I'm gonna add that. One of the cups I reserved behind, and I added it to 4 ounces of Greek yogurt. So that is also going to go in here too, but I'm going to add the spices before I do that. And it calls for 1/2 a teaspoon of cumin. So I'm going to add that in here. And I'm actually going to use the big pour. I am not good at this, you guys. No, I'm kidding. I'm really good at this. But pouring the cumin in, and not to overdo. But I'm a measure person. I know there are other people that do the dash. My mother was one. I don't know. I just kind of learned that the recipes call for something. It's easier for me than to think about it. And our recipes are set up to make this pretty easy to do. So a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder. And then pepper to season. So far, so simple. There are 28 ounces of chicken breast cooked in here. And I just cook like just chicken breast with no skin on it and no bone. So that when I put it in the Instapot, it was like 15 minutes to get it to be done. And I added a little bit of my broth right to that to help it to be a little bit more liquid. And when it was time, I took my KitchenAid little hand mixer and I shredded up the chicken right in the Instapot. So far, very small steps. We started this a little bit this morning, just getting the chicken cooked. The Instapot really makes cooking easy, doesn't it? It saves so much time. So that is all in there, and I got all the spices in there. You take I took a cup of the chicken broth and the 4 ounces of Greek yogurt, and I blended it together. So now I'm adding that, and that's going to just give us that creamy base. And I don't know how you feel about that, but in the winter time, I am always kind of looking for that comfort-y food feeling. And what I learned, for me, being in the Midwest, we used to use a lot of cream of chicken, cream of celery, cream soups, and they really just don't necessarily set me up to win all the time, but I still like that comforty, warm feeling. And so this soup gives you that feeling of comfort just because it's the right color. It's the white creamy. I am gonna cook this now in my slow cooker for probably 4 or 5 hours just to really get it warmed up, because it's cooked. Everything is cooked in here. And then I'm gonna finish it up at the end as it's getting ready with 2 cups. And I just buy the shredded cheese ready to go, because that's my life. I want things simple, easy. So there's 2 cups in there, and that will go in here at the end as you're, that'll help it thicken up and feel really creamy. But simplicity in our recipes is what has made this journey for me so much easier. Is the recipes that we have, break it down that we're eating stuff that's nutritionally good for us. Everything in here is whole food, and it's grab and go, put it together and eat. If can't get any easier than that, you guys. And so I'm gonna let this cook in my Instapot slow cook on the slow cook mode, and I will show you a picture of my finished soup once I add the soup. I'll add the cheese in after it's kind of bubbly and warm, and let the cheese just kind of melt in there, but it just gives it that thick. And for clients on our program, this is a approved recipe. I still use the recipes 7 years in because they set me up to have the wins on my goals in eating things that actually support my healthy weight, my healthy body, my healthy mind all together. So I hope you're having an awesome Thursday. Get out and enjoy the weather, but you might need to bundle up if you're living where I live. But enjoy the day. And if you want this recipe, let me know. I will send it your way. Have a great day.